Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said that President Muhammadu Buhari has done the best he could do, and expecting him to do anything more is akin to beating a dead horse. According to Daily Trust, Obasanjo spoke in Abuja on Monday at a retreat on inclusive security organized by the Global Peace Foundation and Vision Africa. He said, "The truth is this: President Buhari has done his best. That is what he can do. If we are expecting anything more than what he has done or what he's doing, that means we are whipping a dead horse, and there is no need for that. Then where do we go from here? We cannot fold our hands. I believe that is part of what we are doing here and what we continue to be doing. How do we prepare for post-Buhari? Buhari has done his best. My prayer is that God will spare his life to see his term through. But what should we do to make post-Buhari better than what we have now? That is our responsibility now, because it concerns all of us. I mean everybody." Obasanjo also said that military action alone will not effectively end the insurgency in the country. He said the stick and carrot approach should be used to tackle the security challenges. People talk of political will, but I talk of political action. Political will is not enough. It must be matched by political action. The problem of insurgency will not go away if all we are using is the stick, which is military action. We may suppress it and it keep down a bit, but we have to use the carrot and stick together to effectively tackle the problems, Obasanjo said. The former leader also advocated state policing, saying security in Nigeria is local. It must be addressed locally. Legislation should be able to tackle that before the next election. Also speaking, the Sultan of Sokoto and President of the Nigerian Supreme Court for Islamic Affairs, Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar III, urged leaders to stop politicizing security. Parties accusing one another of not doing enough to tackle insecurity. I think that is the major problem we have been facing in the country. We believe we have a problem and the solution is close. Peace is very important. Without peace, you cannot even worship God. We found people killing themselves. We must go back to the holy books and work according to those books for lasting peace," he said. Also, the President's Christian Association of Nigeria, Samson Ayokunle, urged the elites to sustain pressure on the politicians to ensure that the successes recorded in the country's efforts to fight insecurity were not botched. Ayokunle, represented by the Deputy President of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Archbishop John Praise, said there has to be justice and fairness if peace is going to reign in the country. For the spokesman of the Northern Elders Forum, Dr. Akim Baba Ahmed, the citizens must consider merits and competence in choosing their leaders for Nigeria to make progress. He said, "We don't have a problem with each other. We have a problem with the leadership we have in the country. We are not talking to that leadership, and exactly to the degree that we continue to fight and blame each other. This is the key problem facing the nation." Another statement, Alhaji Tanko Yakasai, said, "We can sit here all day and talk to each other, but if we live without following up our decisions with actions, we have wasted our time, unfortunately. That is what is happening in the country today." Yeah, you guys have been wasting your time, because this is not the first time, second time, third time, fourth time we've been having this kind of discussion. This is not the 50th time, safe, right from, let's say, right from 1960, when we got our independence. If really we got it, this kind of sitting is more than 100 sitting like that, and nothing has happened. So it's still going to be a wasteful sitting or meeting or coming together, because you all know the solutions. Oh, this one will say this is the solution. Oh, that one, this is the solution. Then why can't the solution be done? So why can't the a suggestion be taken so that there will be solution. No, after they have said all this, it will end there. It makes no meaning. It makes no difference. That is it. It makes no difference. So Obasanjo saying that Buhari is not going to do anything. That is very, very, very correct. Over correct with that statement. He's not going to do nothing, and that is his best he has done. He can't do more than that. They are just waiting, to while they are just whiling away the time to carry their kaya by 2023, if at all. Well, OBJ, though you are not perfect and you cannot be perfect, but comparing you with others for now is like comparing day and night. Your reign was 80% full of peace and prosperity. Yarada added to your efforts. Yeah, it does. It did. The problem with the present reign was they came with hatred and bitterness, so they never prepared well. Now they are confused, and apart from being preparing well, they just came together just to remove somebody. It was not based on genuine. Everybody, all the parties who came together, they had their different agendas. So I'm sure they didn't even really define their aim of coming. They just say change, and at the end of the day, some majority of them are disappointed. They came together just to remove somebody so that they will be in power. So they didn't even define what they themselves want as a party, and that's why you are hearing this and this and that. Oh, this is my turn. I helped you, you did not help me, and what have you? Oh, nobody. There was no written agreement that it's going to be your turn and what have you. So that is the reason why things are just going the other way, and most of them are even ashamed to come out to say, we can't even continue like that. But they will continue to defend the nonsense that we are seeing today. They will continue to defend it. So for how long one is going to go through that route? It can't offer anything. That's it. It cannot do that. Well, Uncle Shege good was in arithmetic progression, while his bad was in geometric progression. He killed Naira and Nigeria economy. Most he did was for the selfish interests. Even his performance cannot even be compared with this present regime. This present regime is something else. Well, demanding more new ideas from Buhari is like a whipping a dead horse. What a parable, a word is enough for the wise. Did Obasanjo use carrots and stick when he leveled OD in Bayelsa State and Zakin Biam? Would anybody dare hold a conference in Abuja where his government will be castigated? A woman that gave a contrary expert opinion about how to conduct the 2006 census had the phone taken from her on the orders of Obasanjo. Yes, Obasanjo's level. So what does it take you, Mr. President Buhari, to level the Boko boys, bandits, ex-boys? I ask you, Mr. History Teller. Let the gullible public continue with their collective amnesia. OBJ is bad for this country. For the 6 years of Buhari, I cannot even remember the time he credited his administration for any achievements. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.